Hello.
Hey there.
Hey girl, what's up?
It's good. How you doing?
Doing well. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
How's it going so far?
Well, let's see what's happening in America right now.
I know, right?
It's off to a great start.
We'll leave it to that.
Yeah.
No, but I have to say I'm super stoked to chat with you. As a giant rock fan, you're just like a breath of fresh air, and I've had a high class bitch stuck in my head for like the past few days. I love it.
Thanks so much. Yeah, we're excited to do the. We just finished the music video for the next single, "Say My Name," so that's coming out Friday. So that gets
Yeah.
like even better. But
I was gonna say, from the teaser you posted of you smashing the guitar, I can tell it's gonna kick ass.
yeah, it's pretty cool. We've got it's just I like it because it's chaotic, but it's also a little weird. I just like a little bit of weirdness, and we're good.
I love weirdness too.
Yeah.
So that comes out the 15th?
Yep. 15. Yep. Music video and streaming both at the same time.
Oh, cool. How was filming the music video with Leilani and Angela? It looks like you guys had like a blast.
Oh man, it was fun. Yeah, Angie killed it on the drums. I did like guitar stuff behind my head, and Leilani sat in a bathtub, and it was cool. It's like it's in Nashville. There's like it's sort of like this old like 19 it was built in like 1909. It's like this sort of industrial looking attic type thing, and there's like missing floorboards, and it's awesome. And
Oh, wow.
apparently what's that guy's name? Keith Urban, I think he shot a
Oh,
music
yeah.
video there at some point in time. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's cool.
I'm very interested now.
Yeah, well, I can give you I don't know if they want me to be saying where it is, but
Oh,
I can
no,
give
no,
you.
it's all good. We
Yeah.
can keep it a mystery for now.
Yeah.
I heard that, working with Michael Wagener, that you were just kind of ballsy and emailed him, and I guess it worked out to have that, courage.
Yeah, at a certain point in time when you've been like you really want something really bad, and you've just been like trying and trying, and you just keep like you're just not getting anywhere. You just sort of you've got no chill left when you're like, screw it, this is what I want. And then you put it out there into the universe, and then and then something has to happen, like a gatekeeper like Michael. He's like an ultimate gatekeeper. Well, that's what helps you get to a new level where people start to take you seriously, so super
Yeah, and
blessed.
yeah, and he's worked with so many legendary, rock bands. I mean, how was it, taking what you learned from Berkeley and then working with someone like him? Was it kind of like the total opposite of what you learned, or
In
how would you
ways,
say?
yeah. That's cool. It's a cool way you said that, because in ways it was a little bit like unlearning a little bit, because but I like the way that Michael works better than the Berkeleyized stuff, because we're not in there, and like setting everything to a grid and making sure that everything is like cut and pasted, and like, it's all like a lot of the times it's one take through, and there's no vocal tuning, none of that kind of stuff. And that's what I've been missing from like the very plastic kind of sounding, no offense,
Yeah, so
stuff
he made
that's
it
been
more
done.
authentic rather than clean cut and polished.
Yeah, because like it's weird, but it's almost like we've forgotten what music is. I forgot what music was. I did the clean cut thing. I tried to be a pop artist when I came out of Berkeley. That was a
Oh.
mistake. So
Well, you
yeah,
did the rock thing good.
thanks.
So kind of transitioning, how would you say you were led to playing guitar? How did you
Uh,
discover it and fall in love with it?
yeah. So like, so I feel like the magic age for kids, like, or who are like, getting into music, it's sort of like 12 to 13 kind of thing, because that's when you're like old enough to kind of take something seriously a little bit, and like, try to work towards something. but I was just a weird kid. I was just like introverted, and there's complications going on, like home life stuff. They're just very like um introverted, and had to be very independent, so I was just like, what can I hold on to, what can I control, and music is the perfect outlet for an awkward little kid. I always encourage even if you're not an awkward little teenager, but anyone, music is just like an incredible outlet, whether you're listening to it, whether you're playing it, whether you're writing it. It's just like an incredible escape. I mean, everyone knows that if they really like let music like take them over in that way, so yeah, I just discovered classic rock when I was a kid, and I just really like fell in love with everything about it, the aesthetic, the characters, the playing, the gimmicks, I just loved all of it, and I just wanted to be like the female Jimmy Page.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, right.
Rocks, man. No, yeah, I totally agree. Like classic rock is one of my favorite genres. I just love the way they express themselves, the energy.
I see your Queen. You got 2 Queen posters back there. Yeah.
I've been a giant Queen fan for a while now, and yeah, Freddie is just like my spirit animal. Just the way he can, control the crowd and how he moves on stage. I just love it.
There's something to be said about like that very amazing, unique weirdness to artists. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like every artist that I really admire is like a little weird. And I love that. And that's what makes them artists, is because you can't like recreate Freddie Mercury. You can do an awesome movie and have like amazing talented people in a movie for Freddie Mercury, but like you can't recreate something that is like only like inherently expressive to an individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was definitely unique. There can't be another one of him. But you've opened up for some classic rock bands like Great White and Vixen.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Amazing. I like it's like there was like 5,000 people in the crowd, and yeah, I would love to experience that kind of stuff again, because it's like it's a different kind of adrenaline. Like if you're playing a show, I played a lot of shows. I played like every night in 2019, so like after a while you don't really have the adrenaline anymore on stage. You're just kind of like, okay, here I am doing my thing, but to play in front of like 5,000 people and open for like those big names like is like a really cool adrenaline. It's like every atom in your body is like vibrating, and you're like, whoa. You have no idea. And then like until like you hear, because when you're walking up behind and you've got like 10 different people with like all wearing black, with like microphones in their heads, and they're all talking and running around the stage, the backstage, and like you got your guitar in, you got like your wireless set up, you're ready to go, and you're just sitting back there because you can't actually really see until you like take a little peek in between like amps and stuff to sort of see out there. And when I took that first peek behind an amp, I was like, oh. It was just like, oh, okay. And that's when every atom started to like vibrate, and I was like, oh, this is going to be something I have never experienced before. And that was in 2018, and that was like my favorite day in 2018. Yeah, that was cool. And I want to do that again anytime, anytime. Yeah, but it was really cool to be able to experience it though. Yeah.
Did you get to talk with the bands, and did they give you any advice or anything like that?
Yeah, Britt Lightning. She played guitar for Vixen. She's amazing. I don't know if she remembers me. I hope so. But I was just like, yeah, I play guitar, too. And we all had like trailers, and they'd have like the name like Vixen, Great White, and so yeah, I got to talk to her for a little bit. She had the Flying V for that night, and she's super down to earth, super cool. But yeah, it's pretty cool to like hang out with the cool kids like that.
Absolutely, I can imagine. It's probably one of those moments where you have to like pinch yourself.
Yeah.
But you're going to be doing this for a long time, so.
Girl, I would be down. Yeah.
Yeah, so the album Underdog Anthems, does that come out in February?
Yep. February 22nd. I gotta I gotta confirm that. But yeah, February is like the streaming release. We did the first 50 copies signed like super early just to like test the waters, and it sold out in like 13 hours.
Oh, wow,
So
congrats.
that's pretty amazing.
That's
So
a good time.
yeah, I know. And so we're gonna put out unsigned copies, on the website soon. And we actually just got picks in, like custom made like Jax Hollow picks. So we're gonna sell those
very
too.
cool.
Before the album drops too. We'll just have those up on the store. So there's a chance, you can get it before the album drops on release on streaming services. But yeah, those first 50 went fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting. And how many tracks are on the album?
So there's 8 total. I think when we release the streaming, we're only gonna release 7 because Porcelain Red is the 8th one on the album, and that was a one take thing in the studio with me and Michael. And I think I'm just gonna save that as like, if you buy the CD, you're supporting us, so it's like a gift to the listener. I'll keep Porcelain Red on the CD and not put it online.
I like that. No, I think more people need to start buying physical copies.
I understand. Yeah.
I like holding the album and looking at the inserts like I did in the 90s.
I do too. I love doing that stuff too. And it's more personable, and it's just that it's a dying breed. People, don't have CD players. So we really make it for the car. So we should just test out the CDs in the car because that's really what people are listening on it to. They're not really listening it to a CD player, so.
Yeah. But vinyl seems to be kind of still surviving a bit,
Yeah, people have been asking me about vinyl copies and wanting vinyl Underdog Anthems, which is awesome. I think I'm gonna try and see if I can get some of that stuff sort of in the works, because yeah, people want to buy vinyl, like.
Yeah, kind of like a cool collector's item, and actually it sounds better in my opinion because I have a vinyl player, and there's something about the quality of the sound listening to a vinyl record.
The crackling, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I understand you.
So when you do your songwriting, is there like a special place you like to go to write songs?
Like physical space, or like.
Yeah, I got
that. Yeah, no, but I got you.
Like a physical spot that you just feel like you do a lot of good thinking.
Yeah, I actually like that. It is cool to be in like different places and get inspired like that, but like I don't really need to be in like an aesthetically pleasing place to write. It just sort of like when it's time, and it just kind of like bam. Yeah, but mental space I think is like, cornerstone to writing. So physical, it'd be cool to like, be on like a mountain in Arizona and like, pull out my notebook and like do cool stuff. But mental space is, because when you're in the right mental space, you can conjure up anything. You don't need to, be there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess inspiration can hit you wherever.
For sure. Yeah.
And for like guitar, is there one that you're really into playing right now? A certain guitar?
Like guitarist that I love right now?
Or a guitar that you're playing?
Oh yeah. Well, I always play Strats because I think they're really versatile. So like I'll always do like American Fender American Pro, kind of like Strat. Also because like I don't really own a lot of guitars. I'm not as crazy as a guitarist to not really own a lot of guitars, but like honestly, I've just been like floating with the same gear for like years. And so it's just sort of like naturally developed into my sound just because of the gear that I own. But I think Strat because my music is really versatile. So like it's got a million different influences in it, and what's the most like effective tool to like bring that out? The most versatile guitar, which I think is a Strat. Yeah.
I think a lot of people would agree with that.
Yeah.
And so I'm in the Boston area right now. So how would you describe moving from the Boston scene to the Nashville scene? Was it kind of exciting? Did you see like a difference? Because I feel like a lot of people go to Nashville. That's like the place to be as a musician.
Yeah, I was at Boston, when I went to school up in Boston. Are you like in Boston, Boston? Or are you like on the outside?
Yeah, I'm in the Brighton area, so just pretty
Okay.
close to Boston.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Man, the music scene up there is like not so hot.
The venues have closed down during COVID, which really
Yeah,
sucks. So
yeah, dude.
I hope Nashville is doing well.
Nashville is okay. We kind of got like bombed on Christmas. Like second half kind of got bombed. you know,
Terrible.
you know. But we're still okay. Like it's kind of like touch and go. There's some things happening, sometimes not. It's kind of like we get invited to play, and then we're like, we can't, COVID, and we just it's a mess. And musicians are really eager. I'm itching like crazy to play, but you gotta kind of like put your emotions aside and be like, what's best for the future, the longevity of my career, what's best for the longevity of like musicians in Nashville. But we were saying from Boston to Nashville, I think a lot of people make that move because especially like we're Berkeley kids, because it's like how can anyone afford to live in Boston? And then so it's
every day.
yeah, it's way cheaper down here. Plus, there's just more opportunities down here, honestly, for a musician, in my opinion. I'm not really sure what's happening in Boston anymore because I haven't really been. Last show I played in Boston was like, I don't know, 2016, 2017. I don't know.
Yeah, so it must have been like really exciting to experience, that new scene where there's so many creative people, and I don't know, Nashville's a cool city in general. So
it is. It's cool. You'll get your ass handed to you. It's awesome. You'll show up and you'll be like, oh, I know everything. And then, people will be like, sit down. And then you'll be like, oh, okay. So it's cool to get that, experience because I certainly came down like, haha, and it's cool to be like, to be sat down.
yeah. Are there any like certain musicians or bands that you would die to go on tour with one day?
Dude, Lizzo.
Nice.
I would like die to go on tour with Lizzo, man. She's like that kind of energy, that kind of like just vibe, and like it's funny, it's like it's feel good, it's funny, it's entertaining, it's everything. It's like really cool. Anything with that kind of vibe is like I'm really into. Plus the arrangements are amazing. Like the arrangements are great, so like I mean, obviously I know I probably don't really fit. I don't know, I could fit with who knows, maybe I could fit with Lizzo, but but for rock stuff, like there's a lot of really great rock artists, but man, Lizzo is like on the top of my mind just because of its huge personality. Just like,
she has like a certain confidence about herself, which I love.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I would definitely go see that.
Hell yeah, that'd be so cool. Damn, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I saw her Tiny Desk thing, because I guess she did a Tiny Desk, and I checked it out, and like her bandmates are just behind her, like, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're playing with Lizzo and you look bored. How is that possible? You know, I'm just like, girl, get yourself a band that's like,
yeah, that can match her energy, you know?
I know, at least like 50% match you. Man, I was actually pissed. I was watching. I was just like,
That must have been kind of awkward to.
yeah, you get to play with Lizzo and you're back there like, like, what is that? Like, you know, I don't know.
Even if you don't want to be there, at least pretend, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah.
But I can't understand why they wouldn't want to be there. It's like, that's a great
Yeah,
opportunity to be
it was
on
just
something.
interesting, you know, because that's why I love the Tiny Desk thing, because you really get to see what an artist is like without like all the edits and the cuts and the, you know, like.
I think Taylor Swift did one, and
Yeah.
it was totally different from what her, you know, giant production is in the
Yeah,
studio.
and that's where you can, honestly, that's where you can really judge an artist and see how they stand by themselves, because
I'm kind of stripped down. It's kind of cool.
you can really see like what they're made of and like and what they bring and like the rawness, and that's man, if I would kill to do a Tiny Desk. That'd be cool. But yeah, I've discovered a lot of really cool artists through that.
Yeah, same here. There's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool to kind of, you know, see someone behind the manufactured production, you know.
Yeah.
So what else are your upcoming plans for the year, aside from the album and music video?
Yeah, just the January 5th Say My Name release, and then we're gonna do Drift Together, which is gonna come out on February 5th, and that's kind of like everyone's kind of telling me that's the hit off the record. So we want to put a lot of you know, good vibes and good energy behind that, because, you know, everyone I show it to is like, that's the one, and that's my favorite song off the record. So yeah, February 5th, and we want to get a really cool music video for that. So we're still working that out, since we just shot the last one, so now it's like time to prep for the next one. But yeah, the goal is like, I've already got interest across seas to like start touring in Europe. Like,
Wow.
I might even bounce before, you know, I might like leave America on fire and just like, you know, leave. I don't know, but yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Now everyone's gonna know your name soon.
That would
Jax
be
Hollow.
cool.
That's cool. Is there like a certain country that you would love to go to overseas and perform?
Well, I've got like Germany, sort of like I know I've sold like a couple CDs actually over in Germany. And yeah, anywhere in Europe, you know. I just like, I just want to go to experience it and to like play, and like, you know, that's kind of the dream, is to like have my music be a catalyst where I can experience all these things, because of like the connection that I have to people. And that's kind of the coolest thing, is the connection that the music creates, and, you know, hopefully enhances someone else's life, you know, listening to it. That's kind of the goal.
Yeah, yeah. Music is like the one thing that brings people together, and I think it's like such a beautiful thing to, you know, see different cultures and different walks of lives be at a concert and just appreciating the same thing, you know.
True. Yep. And that's exactly what we need right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Jax, I really appreciate your time. It's been a blast chatting with you.
Likewise. Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the full album. Really excited.
Cool.
Thanks again, and don't forget to rock.
All right. I will not forget. All right. Thanks for having me on.
Bye-bye.